What city disappointed you the most when visiting? Atlantic City, New Jersey. Its once famous boardwalk is not worth the trip, even if you like casinos. Las Vegas as a solo traveler seemed like it might be enjoyable with a group of friends. Alone, not so much. Myrtle Beach, just a sad tourist trap. Cairo, there is a village in a graveyard and they live in the tombs. Miami, I'm sure you can have a great time in Miami if you're prepared to spend a stupid amount of money. Short of that though, it's hot, sticky, and so unbelievably not relaxing. Myrtle Beach. I watched Shag, aka Shag the movie. Thought it would be cool, but it was just the same beach stores over and over again plus tourist traps like Margaritaville, etc. etc. The coolest thing about it besides the mini-golf places was they had a highway or road named after Mickey Spillane, one of my favorite noir writers. How is LA not on here yet? Went to Miami on vacation. Came back with PTSD. The obligatory biannual Bash Paris thread. I approve. Not disappointed, but I was not as thrilled with Milan as I thought I might be. Orlando. Why did they have to put all the fun stuff in Orlando? It's hot as balls there. Toronto. Wasn't my idea. The girlfriend wanted to go. She had no plan besides seeing The Lion King, had no idea where anything was besides the hotel. We just wandered around the same few blocks for days. I don't blame Toronto for it, but the trip was insanely boring. Oh look, another Starbucks literally across the street from Starbucks. Orlando, Florida. Venice was pretty disappointing. Had wanted to go since I was a kid. But it wound up feeling like a big touristy theme park more than an actual city. The one good part was when it started pouring rain in the afternoon. And the tourists all cleared out. Got to wander aimlessly in the rain. And a happy drunk Italian man bought me an Aperol Spritz. Tunica. The person I went with told me it was the Vegas of the South. In retrospect, I think they were fucking with me. Just like 5 or 6 casinos with a lot of flat delta land in between. Gary, Indiana. Did not get shot while there. Licking, Missouri. Not enough licking happening. Paris, I think it might be the most overrated city in Europe. My hometown after I moved away. Matched up with my expectations. Not so much a city, but a country. Egypt. Don't get me wrong. The pyramids are fascinating. But the place itself is just so sad. On the Nile, one side was literally super rich and had luxury hotels and stores. And the other was completely run down houses and apartments. There are tons of people that work by selling trinkets by the pyramids and mosques. And this is literally the only way they can get money. After I visited in 2010, there was a revolt that happened a few months later. People of course used this as an excuse to be as bigoted as possible. Phoenix. As it was somehow super sunny but with a weird undercurrent of hopelessness and depression. Everywhere. Wherever they film the first 48. Denver. We went a few years back and had a ton of fun. Went back this year and there were junkies everywhere by the pavilions. Couldn't enjoy our day without it reeking if piss or being screamed at by a tweaker. Los Angeles. What a shithole city. You are sane enough to rationalize that it can't be that glamorous. But you get there and you're blown away at how little there is to the place with so much traffic and activity. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Very blah from my experience. Berlin. I had numerous people tell me it was one of their favorite cities, so I was excited to check it out. Solo traveler. The city is very spread out and hard to get around. It's great for museums and clubbing. Apparently. But I'm not a big fan of either of those things, so I didn't particularly enjoy it there. Alternately. I absolutely love Munich. Also agree with previous posters about Venice. Vegas. Hear me out. Sure. It's got a ton to do and a great time if you are willing to spend $. It is not cheap to do anything there any longer. St. Louis. Mo. Too damn hot. Everything is slow-paced AF. Drab never again. San Francisco. Loads of homeless people. Lots of areas just felt unsafe. Sudden stench of feces. This was just sad. The nice places were mostly tourist traps and crowded. Also kind of expensive to stay there. Mos Eisley. It was basically a wretched hive of scum and villainy. I saw a guy get his arm chopped off. And then 5 minutes after we left this bar, some guy got shot for no reason. New Orleans. It was a lot dirtier than I thought it would be. And it smelled like piss. The food's good, though. Also, the music. LA. I get why it would be a cool place to live. There's something and a place for everyone no matter who you are. But visiting it is so lame. I go there for work and never find it satisfying. Din Tai Fung is the only thing that makes it worth it. On the other hand, no visiting, but I am from the NYC suburbs and lived in the city for 5 years, and I gotta say, it must be the worst place to visit. It smells, is loud, everyone is rude. All the tall buildings just start to look the same. Statue of Liberty is a bitch to get to. Empire State Building isn't even that tall comparatively anymore. Things like Radio City barely look different from the rest of the buildings in the area. Entire transit is massively outdated. Why waste your money? Frankfurt, Germany. Intercourse, PA very misleading.